Hello everyone, my name is Toast and welcome to another game Postmortem. In today's episode, we're going to be covering a horror game I made called Neon Nightmares. And this game, it is a horror game, and when you see it in action, you'll clearly see there's some inspiration from Baldi and Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff. Um, although that was definitely the case when I made it. There's definitely a few original things, and I'll be sure to point them out so you don't think there's like some kind of weird rip-off. But this is probably the first. Well, this is probably I've made horror games before this, but this is probably the most fleshed out and full one I've made. I think honestly, this is probably the up to this point the biggest game I had released that was completed. Because before, big games were either scrapped, incomplete, or they were just a smaller game in general. This game had three endings. Um, had three different endings, all of which I'll try and show off in this series. Um, a good ending. No, there was the basic story mode ending, the special ending, and then the true ending. Um, yeah, there's a few, and I've never actually played the game fully through myself, so this has been my first time doing so. Because I've played the individual scenes, of course, like played the first section, the second section, while testing, but I haven't played through them all as they're intended to be played and progressed through. Um, uh, I just never felt the need to, but this will be the first time doing so. Hopefully, I remember how to play it. It's a tough game. If you want to play through it, it's quite tough. Also, be careful. There's a lot of flashing lights and flashing images. You probably saw the warning at the beginning. It's quite a bright game. That's why it's called Neon Nightmares. It's like high contrast between the bright stuff and the dark stuff. So be careful if you're prone to epilepsy or something along the lines of that. Without further ado, let's jump. Actually, first let's look at extras. So we got Game Jolt login. There were achievements for this game. Um, you can't achieve it without me logging in. There's also scoreboards you can see here for the survival mode stuff. I didn't do so well. Hopefully I'm going to put something like this in DOF. This is so bright, just look at it. That is way brighter than I thought it would be. I think it's way brighter than it should be, if I'm completely honest. You can change the filter, like the color of the game, because the game color does not really matter. This is black and white, the bronze, sepia. Okay, this is the default. There's also a golden filter and a slightly different filter. You can erase data, unlock stuff like that. There's this here, childhood memories. That's something else. Get to that. Let's just jump in. Oh, for some reason, phase 2 would be locked. That's not supposed to be there. Alright, so the game gives you this little advice screen before you actually load in. It tells you like all the different enemies that will appear in the section and what to do to beat them. So first things first, the mask is like the main enemy. It will react to you if you have your flashlight on, running, or near a light source. If you're spotted, turn off your flashlight and walk away. If you get spotted too many times, it's game over. Listen out for the moaning, and you can see a red trail that leaves behind as well. So be careful of that. Um, this is like this is the main villain sort of thing, like the Baldi, the Freddy. It's like the big main one. Much like Baldi, it's the only one that can kill you. Actually, that's false. It's the first one that can kill you. The shadow can also kill you, but that doesn't appear until later in the night or later on. Um, the rest of them are there for like assistance in capturing you. For example, the TV, it will produce a loud noise and will track the mask if it finds you, so avoid it. The toy will grab and hold on to you, and once you're grabbed, you cannot turn off your flashlight. So if you're grabbed with the flashlight on and the mask see you, you're just screwed. The shadow will appear later on once you find like a certain amount of the key pieces or whatever it was. Once you find a certain amount of the collectible, it'll appear, or if it gets to like midnight, it will also appear. You can You can stun it for a short amount of time by flashing your flashlight on it. Kind of inspired by Slender in that case. Actually, no. It looks like Slender. It's inspired by Slender visually. How it functions, it's kind of like something from Slender the Arrival. I forgot what they were called. I think it was called a proxy or something. An enemy from that. Then we have the Dead, which was a skeleton that will only become active if you pick up its map. Because like a map will spawn randomly somewhere. If you pick it up, you'll show up in the corner, showing you where the enemies are, where the key pieces are. That's very useful. But once you pick up that map, the Dead will appear and start chasing you down. If it spots you, it's pretty much caught you. If you can avoid it because you got the map, you get to keep it. It's a very useful thing to have, but it spawns randomly, so you can never really guarantee to get it. But yeah, I'm probably going to split this up into a few episodes. This one will cover the story mode, or at least the first half, or something like that. The second one will be the golden mode, and the third one will be the true ending and other stuff like that. But yeah, one thing I'll say is I honestly do consider this game canon to the sort of lore that we've built up recently. And I won't say why now. I'll leave that to the last episode because very much spoilery as to why. But I won't say the true ending of the game just yet. So if you want to try and figure it out as I'm playing through, or play through it yourself, go ahead, try and figure it out. Because I left little clues everywhere in the levels to the true nature of the story. But yeah, so let's jump straight in. I probably am going to suck this, so there's going to be a lot of editing. Collect the 7 key pieces. Here we go, there's our light. Oops. I clicked out of the game window then. Yep. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Alright, so I'm in full screen mode now, so the issue of me clicking off the screen shouldn't be a problem now. There we go, so find the 7 key pieces. Sorry, just checking if everything's alright. It appears to be. Let's go. So, you want to be careful, you want to listen. Okay, it's close. There are jump scares in this game, so if you're afraid of loud noises, turn this video down. It's that is the toy. That thing will chase you down and try and grab you. Can't see me here, I don't think. There's a weird bear. Yeah, this is the first game I ever tried making 3D models for. As you can see, it's very basic. But that I tried to use that to my advantage to make it look surreal, like a nightmare. Okay, first piece of, but it didn't really work. But anyway, first piece of like hidden lore right here. It's not really hidden. It's in plain sight. Look at it if you want. Pause it. I will not stop you. There's also a bit more in the next room. This is meant to be like a school room. Oh. Thought it was coming then. It is coming. No idea where it is. So there's also numbers on there. The hex for something. I think it just says like help me. Or help us. That was Grembo's scream, by the way, that you just said, but it was pitched in weird ways. I think that everything in this game is pitched weirdly. Here's the map. Oops. I somehow clicked. So now we can see where everything is, which is pretty useful. And we're gonna need it. If I can't beat this section in like a certain amount of time, I'll show like the cutscene and then like play the next area through. I think he's coming in here. Nope. Okay, so it's useful. So the skull at the top is what we're avoiding, the dead, and also the mask. The TV is also pretty annoying. So luckily, we can kind of run. Ooh! I think we're dead. Let's walk away, walk away, walk away. I think we're screwed. Yep, Oh! Oh! He got us. Yeah, this is it's good that I get scared of it, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna be careful with this. Okay, so now I'm going a little faster. I know the weaknesses, I know what to do. Gotta avoid getting caught, pretty much it. And once you're out of the line of sight, you are safe. I was not being careful enough, Jesus Christ. This game's difficult, have I mentioned that? This first section is really difficult. The second sections for the other modes aren't that bad. Look like I kind of know the layout of this place. So I'm kind of just running through, going to the locations, which I think can contain key pieces. I may be wrong about some of them. I'm also hoping that they're not in light areas because they can spawn there and that's horrible. I do that because I like things to be difficult. Is this meant to be a kitchen? I think there are labels on the outside of the rooms. Yeah, kitchen. So I've got to be careful here. I was going to program it so that it could hear doors. There's the dead, but kind of decided not to. That's the map, but it's not actually spawned. That's the problem. If I leave here and he's around that corner, I'm dead. Okay, he wasn't. There's the TV. Also, yeah, stamina bars and battery bars are a thing. Kind of annoying. I don't think I designed this place well enough, if I'm completely honest. Kind of just threw it together. And it kind of works only sometimes, though. The TV's in there, I believe. Gotta be careful when crossing here. He can come in here, I think. If he does, I'm screwed, because this room has a light source, and he can see you no matter what with the light source. There's a key piece right in front of me, and I'm really scared to go pick it up. It's nearly midnight. I think the toy just left. I think, yeah, that's him. Goodbye. Yeah, I was originally gonna make it so I could hear you running. Decided not to. It's a bit cruel, and it could hear you open doors. Another piece of lore. So yeah, once the shadow appears, the game gets really tough because you have to turn on a flashlight. Yep, there he is. That was him. You have to turn on the flashlight to defeat him. Table room which contains table. The shadow also just tracks you down always, so you gotta be careful. And also it's kind of hard to see him in the dark, so you know, he does have glowing eyes, but hello, big boy. He can't go through walls, I don't think. Also, yeah, to get stamina back, you do have to stop. This game, like I said, is tough. There's a map. Yes. He's gonna be coming through. There he is. Let's grab this. The mask is away. So now I'm just gonna stand here for a brief moment. Oh god, I don't want the toy. Oh my god. They are everywhere. I need to find a place to just stand still for a moment. Is the toy coming this way? No. So you see, the flashlight also goes through walls, so you can technically see through walls. Because even with this map, it's still really dark. As you can see that I almost... Run, 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 run. Oh my god. No! Ah, the dead took it. Now I just have to be very careful. Don't do that, you monster! Oh my god. I was so close. I was so close. I know for a fact there's like a hidden screen, yeah, hidden file screen. I can just view the cutscenes from here if I really want. It's not much of a problem. But I'm gonna go through one more time. If I can't do it, we'll watch the cutscene and play the second section. I don't plan on after how hard this game is. I'm not gonna subject it to like watch just me fail constantly. You know, I want it to be more for like a retrospective and a little bit of me getting scared. You know, this game did kind of give me a nightmare at a point. Only once. It was the shadow thing. Saw it. The mask. Jeez. No, you don't. Oh my god, double team. Okay, I thought they were gonna come and like screw me over. He's gone that way. There's some info there, just in case you didn't read it at the start. He's still following me! Okay, I've lost him. See, there's a door open then. Probably by the mask, but the mask can also phase through doors as we saw, which is not intentional. Oh my god, this stupid little box. Oh, the golden mask. I forgot I put that there. That is for the second section. How? Okay, I'm just gonna use this opportunity to just... Oh yeah, this guy's also horrible for when the shadow is around because the shadow will just... Because you can't turn on or off your flashlight when you're grabbed. So if he's coming and you don't have it on, you're screwed. But if the mask is coming and you do have it on, you're also screwed. So yeah, these are tough ones. It's kind of like the rope person from Baldi, except my own way. The most original one in this game is probably the Dead because of the whole what he does and how he's summoned and stuff. Like he doesn't have to appear, but he only appears if you want to have things a little easy for yourself. And the map isn't necessary, but it's so useful. Like I've only beaten this section with the map. People have beaten it without. Those sounds are fake, by the way. They're not real. How? Why are you coming for me? I think I'm just screwed. Yeah, that's just... It's loud as well. As you heard, it's very loud. Okay, do one more phase 1, then we'll watch the cutscene, if we can't do it this time, and just jump straight to phase 2. You can't jump in this game. Also, I think I made a custom first-person movement script for this game, which is the first time I did it, and it works pretty well. I'll be honest, it works better than the Unity one, because that one's really floaty. It doesn't jump. You can't jump while using this custom one. So it's not perfect, but it's definitely really good for horror games. You can customize sensitivity with it as well, which is in the option menu and stuff. That was the toy going by. Like I spotted. Luckily the toy is really slow and really dumb. I thought there was something in the fire then. Yeah, as you notice, like things are like glitching into the ground, on the ceiling. That's on purpose, don't worry. I intentionally designed it to look like this place is like deteriorating. There's his pictures around there as well. I think the mask is somewhere. It isn't midnight yet. I think the shadow appears when I have 5, or it's midnight. Gonna keep a lookout just in case. bedroom featuring posters of Dead Doors, another game that never was released, and Grembo, and Contrast. Yeah, I just put these in here for some reason. It's actually a pretty spooky looking room. I think if I stand too close to the light, I am dead if the mask sees me. So, just not gonna do that. My flashlight is dead. It doesn't charge very quick. I gotta be careful because that shadow will be arriving soon. I think it spawns like in this room. If I'm not wrong. Oh, it does speed up. Don't. Don't. Jesus Christ. The TV's gonna come in. Oh god, it was there. It didn't see me though. Okay, the shadow is in, so we have to be more vigilant. I think it was in when we got the fourth one. But still. Actually, no, it wasn't because we walked past its room. It should be around. Nothing in here. Getting out real quick. I would. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, no, no. Oh, I'm gonna need to turn on the flashlight soon. Thank God. Alright, so the shadow is there. It gets faster as well, I think. The more key pieces you have, the faster it is. So, if it appears at midnight and you have no key pieces, it's just really slow, and you don't have to worry about it. But once you have like 7, it's gonna be coming for you all the time. So you gotta be real careful with it. There it is. I don't think my flashlight doesn't hit it from here. I have no stamina, and I'm too afraid to stop. Because that thing is fast. And it comes back faster as well. I think. I may have made that one up. I think the toy almost saw me. We're getting so close. The thing is, once we get all the key... You! Alright, we're gonna move on. Once you have all the key pieces, you have to make a mad dash for the exit room. And the exit room has a giant light source in it. So... yeah. It's kind of tough. And like I said, the shadow gets real fast. So now we're gonna just watch the cutscene. I'm not gonna tell you the key prompt to do so. It's 2 buttons. So the cutscene. So we've seen the opening, we've seen the amalgam cutscene now. So this is when we escape. Alright, so this is the new section, which this is the stage in Neon Night in Doors of Fortune. This area is this is supposed to be, so the last area we're in was the Nightmare World, if you didn't figure that out. God damn it. And this section is also the Nightmare World, but it's really starting to deteriorate. All those monsters we saw before, the shadow, the dead, the TV, they've all formed into the amalgam. Real quick, because this place is going insane. Yeah, everything's starting to warp. Or the colours are very strange. Like this door in the before was like brownish, now it's pink. The TV and the dead are dead. Yeah, so in this objective we're supposed to escape, and to do so we need to pull these 3 levers to open the gates so we can progress. In this case, this lever, when we pulled it, we had to stay here because the amalgam came running straight for us. So we have to be careful, and this sign says stay here, because he couldn't see because there's, it's a brick wall. It also can see the lights if you're in the light source, if you had the light on, it can see you. You can only see if you're in front of it, so it's a little more lenient, but this area is a lot more open. Way more opportunities to get caught, like so. As you can see, if you sprint in front of it, you're caught, but if not, you don't have to worry. Unlike the mask, which was a little less unforgiving, but this section is not nearly as meant to be as tough. It's like, oh, you did the first area, welcome to this next area. There's these candles as well, as you can see. They act as light sources that move. They don't chase you. They're not harmful. You just got to be careful if the amalgam is near. This section is definitely a lot easier. I might be able to beat it. It's taking it nice and slow. It's over there. It could just do a 180 and come charging. Okay, it's safe. So if I pull this real quick, then hide here, you cannot see me. If I was standing right next to that light from this crack, I would have been dead. So yeah, there's only one more lever to pull. And it's in that giant... over there, you can see the gate opened. We need to get there. Which is easier said than done, because there's a giant light source above it. So we have to hide. This is like a proper stealth section of the game. I can use my light to lure it over and like sneak around it, but I don't want to do that. Look, I just don't need to have the light on. So we got to be careful here. It's going into the light section for some reason. It's random where it goes, and for some reason it always seems to go here. Like, it seems to linger around in the open light section the most. I don't think the lights is perfect representation of where you are and being hit by it. So if I stand here, I think I'm fine. It's also not looking at me, which is good. So we need to get in there, and then we need to find a way out real quick. Just get in there. You see there's a giant hole here, but it's once again a one-way wall. So now we have to make our way back to the exit. This section is kind of tough, but already making good progress. Get to the exit. It's got very strange walking sounds. I don't know where it is. Once I'm in the shadow, I'm home free. There we go. Oh, we did it. First try. Definitely a lot easier. Still quite tense, but nowhere near as tough as the other sections are. Another cutscene. There we have it. That's the story mode of Neon Nightmares. Next up we have Golden Mode, and I'll explain what that is in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.